Hey everyone, Bigfoot. I'm back here. A couple weeks ago I did a video about how I set up my duplex tent, and I've got quite a few questions about how I actually take it down. So I wanted to take a brief moment and show you guys how I did that. So first of all, I'm going to set up my tent here real quick. Alright, well, there's my duplex tent there, all set up, just the same way as I did before. So I want to walk you through how I actually take it down and pack it back in to my Zpacks carbon fiber tent bag. Before I get started, I do want to make mention about a new piece of apparel that I'm pretty excited about. That's my hat. Miss Bigfoot actually found this hat and I think like 8 other designs of Bigfoot hats on Amazon made by Head Sweats. And I'm pretty excited about it. If you're interested and want to check them out, I'll put them in the details below as well. Now, when I take down my tent, the first thing that I'm going to do is unlatch my doors from the guy line. So I'm going to start with doing that, and I'm going to do both sides. Now when I am taking down my tent, usually one of the doors is going to be unlatched anyway because I just got out. Now when I do leave my tent, right before I take it down, I actually leave my zipper completely open, and I'll show you why here in a second. So what I do next then is I'll actually take down each of the posts. Doesn't really matter which poles you take down. I usually start with the door and then work my way around. And what I do before I actually put them back in my stake bag, is there any dirt or anything on the stakes, I'll just kind of wipe them off with another stake. If you have the titanium stakes, the V-shaped stakes, there's quite a bit of dirt that gets on them when you pull them out, which is one of the reasons why they just hold a lot better. So I'll use the stakes themselves to actually clean them off. Once I get kind of relatively all the dirt off, then I'll throw them in my stake bag. Alright, that's step one. Next thing I do now is I'm going to take my trekking poles out. I'll kind of just toss them to the side here. Now with the opposite side of the tent that has my door that's open, I will now shake anything that I have in there out. Usually there's probably twigs and dirt and leaves that I drug in. Once I get done doing that, then I'll zip my rainbow zipper back up. The next thing that I do is I'll lay this out again, and I'm going to put all the guy lines and the doors and kind of just place them inside of the body of the tent. Alright, just like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I fold my tent in half. If there's any remaining parts of the tent that are out, I'll tuck them in. After I'm done doing that, then I do it one more time. So I fold it in half again, and now I'm going to fold it into thirds. Just like that. One of my guy lines came out there. Now once I get done, now I roll my tent up. And then I will put this back in my stuff sack. I will tell you that the first probably month I was rolling and putting my tent back, I was really concerned about trying to get it so tight and perfect to fit in the bag. And what I found was much easier was if I rolled it that was a little bit bigger than the bag, like see this sticks out just a little bit. It was much easier just kind of stuff it. So this is what I'm doing, just stuff it down a little bit, because it was a lot easier to slide in the actual tent bag. If I tried to get it and squish it so tight so that it would come down and completely fit in without having to smush it down, it just took me a longer time to put it away. The other reason why I did that is I wanted to stuff my steaks actually in the tent bag, and if it was so fat down in the middle, when I would stuff my steaks here in the tent bag, I actually started getting cuts and things like that from the steaks that are making on the Cuban fiber bag. So now I just rather have it a little bit longer and then stuff the very top down, and then when I actually sling it together here, I just kind of push on the top so that it's completely in, and there you go, voila. So that's how I take down my Zpacks Duplex Tent. Hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have a different way that you do this or anything else that you suggest, go ahead and put in the comments below. Thanks everyone. Stay tuned for my next Bigfoot sighting, and I will see you guys next time.